The Beginner's Guide to Row, Dusk Till Dawn. This is how to survive and catch the Healy, surviving until the end in Ring of Elysium's new survival night game mode, Dusk Till Dawn. A lot of people are struggling to get to the end and survive in Row's new game mode, Dusk Till Dawn. I have also noticed I have won and the enemy's loot has 10 plus of wood left, which had they used, they would have probably survived and potentially won the match. First thing is, let's discuss the fundamentals of the game mode Dusk Till Dawn so you fully understand it. You start off in the night with the storm approaching. There are two main icons on the map you want to pay attention to: food and fuel. Food being raw meat, which the containers also usually contain health packs, and they can be found at a tent shelter with the light on and inside of a cooler. Fuel, or wood, will be found in yellow containers with the light shining on them. Typically, you'll get 2 wood per box unless you find a plus stash. To survive, you don't necessarily need to focus on the food part, but if you're near, definitely snag it. Fuel is where you want to focus your attention. You can have all the loot in the world, but no fuel and you'll freeze to death. In your squad, 1 or 2 people should be the climbing perk, as it has the most capacity to hold items. Now in my squad, we use 2 climbers to hold our wood. Protect your climbers. The climbers shouldn't also be the ones that constantly go off on their own dying. Enemies will loot them and now they have the wood that you collected. When picking a spot, I prefer to pick spots that are out of the way from most people, but have decent amounts of loot. My favorite spot is Passer Village, southwest of the map, because usually no one or limited squads spawn here. From Passer Village you have loot north, 2 loot south, and there's loot inside the village. If another squad spawns here, attack them before looting anything. Catching them off guard is your best option. But a lot of the times, no one will be here, so loot up. Once you're done looting up, look for areas that you can grab loot from quickly. Going into busy towns is a bad idea, as they will most likely be full of people. As the storm approaches, get ready to start a fire. This is why the wood is so crucial. To start a fire, right-click on the lighter in your inventory. Most players fail at this part because they start a fire immediately. Don't do that. Wait 10 seconds or so once the storm approaches, depending on how much meds you have before starting a fire, so it doesn't take as much wood. And you'll notice your yellow bar below your health white bar goes before your health bar. So a good indicator is to wait until the yellow bar is about a quarter full, then start a fire. After your fire is started, click and drag the wood to the fire. If you have enough wood, you're going to get a prompt that pops up, and just click yes to add the wood that is required, so that way you don't add all of your wood. This will also save your wood stock. While your fire is going, add any food that you have in the fire to cook it. And look at your map, as it will give you the other fires of enemies. Use this so that way you know where all the enemies are at. If you have any fires near you or in your town, you can leave your fire early and raid the other team while they are feeling safe in their fire. Take their loot and any wood or food items that they have. Remember, you don't have to be on top of the fire to receive the warmth benefit. After your fire is done, start making your way to Fort. This place has a lot of loot. It's also not the best location to start the map, but it's a great location to end it. Fort usually has leftover wood, and most of the times you're going to find dead players and you can loot their stuff. One thing about Fort is to remember not to just run around, because it's so open, you're going to get picked off. For me, I'm constantly checking the campfires at Fort while I'm far away during the match, and I tag those campfires so I know the buildings the enemies are in. When I get to Fort, I check those buildings, and more times than not, I find good loot from dead enemies. Dusk Till Dawn is a mode of strategy. Going for the kill isn't always the best option. Be creative, block entrances with vehicles, and start fires in locations with only one entrance. This gives you a funnel so you know the enemies can only come in one way. Make sure to have fun and be a team, because teamwork makes the dream work. If you practice and use this guide in Dusk Till Dawn, I guarantee you'll get more wins and have fun playing the game. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel, comment below "this helped me," and click the bell so you'll never miss another one of my videos. That's how it's done. That's how you win. Simple.
Nice work, man.
Appreciate it.